Welcome to beautiful sunny Scottsdale. We are here at the WM Phoenix Open. Really excited to bring you guys inside the ropes today. We're going to talk to some players, we're going to talk to some coaches, we're going to talk to some fans, and bring you inside the chaos. Let's go.
Put that 6. Oh yeah, you got that 6 on there.
How are you?
This is iconic, dude.
What, 18? We're giving iconic to 18?
As a gamer, as a PGA 2K gamer,
Okay.
this is
the finishing
this
hole?
is a mainstay in the franchise right here.
There we go.
Dan, what's up, baby?
dude?
How are you?
How's it going, man?
How you playing?
Good to see you. I'm playing all right. It's not bad.
That means
Not
2 under?
Dude, 16 got me shook. I'm still coming off the adrenaline dump.
Did you hit it like long left?
No, I hit it great. Stuck it. We all missed it though.
So
we all missed the birdie.
Prime time performer right
No,
here.
I'm far from it, man.
Dan, is there anything you don't say to one of the players before a round?
You don't say what happened last week
Yeah,
when they played bad.
yeah,
That's when you avoid. If I knew, then I would change it, you know what I mean?
yeah. What about like any general, like widely known superstitions?
Yeah, don't talk about OB. Like if there's OB on the first hole, like don't bring it up.
What's the situation here? Do we have a lot of OB?
I mean, yeah, there are houses down the right, but if you hit it OB here, you've got bigger issues than that. There's Max Fraserman over here, fellow Jewish guy on the PGA Tour. There aren't many of them, but he finished I think 49th, so he's in all the signature events. Watch him hit driver. All right, Michael Thorbjornsen won the PGA Tour U last year. Came straight to the PGA Tour from Stanford. It's a very small school in California. Might have heard of it. Ben on the weapon.
Hey, D-Rap.
I
How you doing, dude?
love watching you hitting those little chips.
Yeah, you bet. I'm just repeating myself.
Sean Foley so much. He's such a character out here. You start talking to that guy, you're like, hey, Sean. Next thing you know, he's like got your brain in a pretzel about Stoic philosophy.
My favorite dude is when they're like, dude, you've never told me this before. And I'm like, just only every day for 3 years.
They're like his children.
At least nephews.
Yes. That thing's taken a few scars.
We gonna have a Patrick Reed situation this week?
Well, ball gets stuck in there. It's mine. Is it yours? It's mine. We're about to shoot a one-hole with Luke Clanton. So anyone who's been following golf closely the last couple months knows Luke has been an amateur phenom. I believe he's the #1 amateur in the world. He's on the verge of getting his PGA Tour card, even though he's only a junior at Florida State. A bunch of top 10 finishes in the summer. He's been playing well, basically, for like 18 months. So really excited to get to know him a little better.
I'm Luke Clanton, Florida State. Come play a hole with me.
So first time out here. So like on a day like today, I mean, these courses are obviously all new for you.
Yeah.
How do you go about approaching it? Do you hit a bunch of tee shots? Are you looking at the yardage book?
Most of the courses we play are pretty self-explanatory, I guess, in a way. You just kind of get it clear at a bunker and go from there. I mean, we don't try to overcomplicate it as much as we can.
Yeah, well, it's working, so.
Not too bad.
Yeah. Do you think you just driver here, what, like over the middle of those bunkers, or?
Yeah, I think it's a little far today in the wind. I think it's 328.
You like to see it fall right mostly?
I do. Yeah, not that far right, but close enough.
Yeah. Well, that one listens. It's better than the left ball. So, Luke, I wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
We did one of these. We were talking to Jackson Coiven. You guys are like in the same spot.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, I'm staying in school. I love college. I know a million people have asked this to you. Have you thought about it?
Not really, man.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to do what I do. I mean, it's pretty wild, I guess, kind of living two different lives.
You have
at
two
once.
lives. Like you're going to school and then you're coming out here and you're playing a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I enjoy it though. Again, like it's a once in a lifetime experience, really. I mean, to kind of get out here and have my rookie season before had my rookie season, I guess, is kind of our goal. And you know, the coaching staff, FSU, the teammates have been so supportive about it. So.
I mean, I know you've worked for this your whole life. Is there some part of you that's maybe a little bit surprised at how quickly it's come?
I guess so. I mean, I've said this before. It's just a little bit surprising, but. You know, these amateurs, all of us nowadays, are so good at golf.
Yeah.
I don't think people understand how good the top 20 in the world, top 50 in the world are.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty incredible. So when I came out here for, I guess, my first event was US Open and Rocket, you know, I played really good and finished well, and I was like, man, maybe I can do it out here pretty well. So it just takes a little bit of confidence and kind of progress and work and work and work and figuring out the golf courses as we go. Of course, this first year out here, so
Yeah.
it's been awesome.
See, what's wild is we just hit a 9-iron 191 yards 2 holes ago.
Yeah.
Because you get, at this time of day, you get that 10%.
Yeah. How'd you guys link up?
That little kid right there, that's my daughter was,
Hello.
she was in the back of the range in Pinehurst and went up to him, talked to him, and I just worked my way in.
Come on.
Yeah, man, she was hitting balls coming out of her swing. This dude rolls in, hits one ball. I'm like, good Lord, look at that. Lucy, and she walks over and it's like, hey, how far do you hit your pitching wedge? Turned out he didn't have a Caddie. I said, if you want to win this thing, you probably need a guy I know too well.
Come
And we
on.
ended up and won it.
Coolest thing about it all is I won, and he shook my hand, whatever, and then I was at the ceremony, I couldn't see him. And I was like, where's he at? Like, I was like, I just won
I
the
dipped
event.
off the 18th.
He went back to the golf course to go caddy for his daughter.
Come on.
Yeah, it was
So
A
I
lifer.
kind of knew from
she
right there.
finished second though, so it was kind of a waste of my time. But like, all in all, he came over with the trophy, with the putter boy, which is one of the best trophies in amateur golf.
Yeah.
And he had it out with all the kids that were playing that U.S. Kids event. And I said, if you ever want to do that again, he's like, dude, he called me 2 days later. He's like, we're going to do this for real someday. And I was like, okay.
Have you ever caddied on tour before?
No.
No. No.
I mean, whoever has this guy's bag is going to have a lot of fun and going to have a lot of success.
So I caddied 1 week on the PGA Tour for Fitzpatrick because we go way back, and I was asking a couple caddies for advice. I was like, what's their advice? They're like, pick a good horse.
That's right.
Yep. That's pretty important.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you really quickly about your faith.
Yeah.
You're very open about it, which you don't see all the time with athletes.
No.
How important is it for you?
Yeah, I mean, I came into my faith about 2.5 years now.
So is it in college?
In college, yeah. So I think coming into my faith has made me realize a lot more about what golf actually is. I used to be obsessed over it. And then I realized that golf is just a game at the end of the day. We get to do great things and play in front of thousands and all that, but at the end of the day, we're hitting a little white golf ball around and not doing too much, man. So it's been awesome.
It's cool.
Yeah.
I've got a soft spot in my heart for this media center because it's very much the caddy barn. There's a certain intimacy to it, and also we're gonna see here. This is not normal. Usually the bags are kept like in Fort Knox, like behind closed doors. But look in here, just all the golf gear you could ever ask for. If I was a thief, which I am not, if I was a thief, this would probably be where I would start.
The big wigs probably aren't keeping their stuff in
I
here.
don't know. You're saying Max Homa's not a big wig?
Look at him, just the first name. What a legend.
Kind of swaggy, right? Minwoo,
Ledge.
look at this thing. Experts only.
Buttery.
Experts only.
I need some toast.
My old friends here at Barstool, the merch machine continues. Look at how much stuff. And you're gonna sell through all of this.
The thing is, we have some Danny Rapp styles this year, which we designed them in his honor.
It was an
You know
homage.
what? Yeah, exactly. You can still rep if you want.
You have my address.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so good seeing. You can sort of see what the issue was last year because it's like a stadium, which means like there's elevated to the side so you can see really well. Like everyone stands there, and then when it gets wet and people are drunk, it's very much a safety hazard. All right, so last year I think there was a lot of talk about this sort of atmosphere at the tournament and whether it went a little bit too far. You've been coming to this tournament a long time. Was there something different about last year? Did it cross the line, or is it okay for 1 week a year?
I think it depends on how you look at it. I mean, you come to this event, you know what it's about, you know what it can be. And so I feel like this is the 1 week where you have to know that it could potentially cross the line, and you have to, in a way, kind of be okay with that. With that being said, it was kind of a combination of a lot of things. That the worst case scenario, you have the rain, and a majority of the area where fans hang are on the hills, and all of a sudden that becomes slippery mud. Now you have all those people pushed down, congested, so it just became chaos. It shouldn't get to that point anymore, but this is still the WM Phoenix Open. It's meant to be a little rowdy. It's meant to be louder than other events, so we wouldn't want every tournament to be like this. That's what makes this place special, but there is that fine line. But it's great energy, and it's a good week.
You had so much success in your career at a young age, and we're seeing more guys, I think, come up and have instant success. We just filmed something with Luke Clanton, and he's been incredible this year. What's different about the kids coming up these days than maybe when you were, first coming up on tour?
It's fun to see. I mean, the game seems like it continues to get younger. I would say the average age on tour when I got out was somewhere,
Well, it used to be
mid-30s.
like you had to learn how to win, and it was like in your 30s, that's when, now it's like, bam, these guys are going right
Yeah,
off
I'd
the
say
bat.
the average age has just continued to get younger and younger over the, this is my 16th year on tour.
That's wild.
Yeah, it is crazy. This is my 17th WM Phoenix Open. I feel like I've only been doing this for, a handful of years, but it's been a few handfuls.
Well, it's funny because I just turned 30, and I think like when I turned 30, I expected to like feel super different, and I still feel 21.
Mentally, I'm like 15.
Yeah.
Physically, yeah, a little more sore here or there. But yeah, other than that, I mean, mentally, I really don't see myself getting past 15 for quite a while.
It's a good place to be. I appreciate it. Thanks, bro.
Yeah,
Appreciate it. So when you're a tour coach like Mark Blackburn and you have a bunch of players, it's really advantageous if they all play together, so you don't have to run between them. So Matthew Pavone, Charlie Hoffman, Daniel Berger, all Blackburn guys, all playing together. This is probably my favorite swing aesthetically. I'm not saying it's a swing that I would want because it would hurt my back, but probably my favorite aesthetic swing on the PGA Tour right now. It's like half John Daly, half Fred Couples. Dana, do you take credit for that or?
No. I just take a shot.
Watch how long his head stays down. It's a lot longer than most guys. See what I'm talking about? You didn't notice his head staying down? It stays down. He's up there before he gets out of it.
I'm Sahit Thigala. Play a hole with me.
You were just saying that you think the par fives out here are a little scary?
No, at Pebble.
Oh.
Because they're so easy, in theory.
Yeah.
But you hit one bad shot and you're like, oh shit.
How'd you play 6?
Horrible. Yeah.
Sorry for asking.
No, it's all good. Actually, I didn't play 6 that bad. I made 2 birdies and a par. But I got away with the 2 birdies. But I played 18 horrible. I hit it out on 18. I hit it out on 7. It's 5. Just made a bunch of 7s on par 5s.
It's tough to play good that way.
It's so hard to play good. I'm not really sure what happened.
Just golf.
Just golf.
Yeah. Here, what's the line here?
Oh, right at the WM all day.
It's nice that they have it out there for you.
And it hasn't moved.
Is that what it was last year too?
And the year before. And the year before that.
With my buddy from back home, his name's Jeff Kang.
I know Jeff Kang. He Monday'd in, didn't he?
Yeah, Monday'd in. Hits a tight draw right at the M. Not even the W, the M. And it rolls in the water. That's 390. I'll show you where he hit it in. We get up there, and he's like, where the f*** is this ball? Look, 376 to there. He hit it in this little pinch of water, going at the M there. Like literally down the right half of the fairway.
Yeah.
That's how crusty this place gets. If they don't firm it up and concrete it, they're doing everyone a disservice.
You want it to be bouncy.
I think it's great TV when it's bouncy here too.
Even though you got the world's worst bounce in U.S. history on the 17th hole. I just said world's worst bounce in U.S. history, so I gotta make a decision there.
We gotta break that down real quick. What other bounces?
It was the worst bounce in modern Western history. I'll put it that way.
Thank you. Like I said, it gets crusty here. Right is so cush here.
Okay.
Because my thinking is if I'm cutting it, the wind's always off the right, right? Yeah. This hole's reasonably long. I think it's 570. Okay. So if I hit my fairway finder cut, it usually lands really soft, and I have like 270 into the screen. And if I hang it right, I still can go for it sometimes because it stays in the air longer.
Right. And like when you come to that decision, like I know a lot of guys like will look at like a spreadsheet. Is it just all feel? You're like, I like the draw here.
This one's all feel.
Yeah.
I mean, you can ask Carl.
Carl, how many draws does he hit per year?
I give him one around.
One around?
Yeah. The problem is, the last 2 weeks it was cold, and I end up just leaking it right, underspinning it with this driver. So I actually got a cold weather driver made up.
Did you?
Which I used last week, and it was better for sure.
So what's the cutoff for the cold weather driver?
I mean, it might be done.
It's probably done. Yeah,
it's probably done.
We're getting warmer now.
Yeah.
So 16 gets all the hoopla, obviously. It's incredible, but the whole sandwiching at 15 and 17 are really, really, really good. Like some of the best finishing holes on the PGA Tour. 15's an awesome risk reward par 5. You got to rip one like Saad just did to have a chance to get there in 2. And then 17 is one of the best par 4s on the PGA Tour, just like a drivable par 4 that entices you. You can make an eagle, you can make a double so quickly. So I found that out a couple years ago. He hit one right at the flag. I thought it was perfect. Goes in the water, loses the tournament. So yeah, I'm a big fan of 15 and 17. How are we feeling about the week? You like this week?
40,000 people here on Tuesday.
Yeah.
There's no other tournament like this. I think tomorrow it's one of the few pro-ams of the year where they allow a ton of people, and then you just see ams just spraying.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's
see people go down left and right.
Yeah. It's you gotta protect your safety out there tomorrow.
Dude, I already saw someone go down. First hole, walking from putting green to 10. Some guy just ate it in the rocks. Just slipped, fell. Paramedics there.
You think he was wasted, or?
I don't know. Probably. What's the bill? I enjoy playing with a little bit of nerves and excitement, and I feel like you get that whole course here.
It doesn't have to build, yeah.
It doesn't have to build. It gets crusty and scary during the tournament.
I like that word, crusty.
Oh, it's crusty. You know what I think of when I think of crusty?
Crusty crab?
We gotta get some steps in it.
How are you?
Yeah. Little Pepperdine love?
Yeah, college teammate. This guy is so good. We were number 1 in the country by a lot.
I know, that still bothers you.
I know. But it was, me, Joe, and William Maurer on that team. And now we're all out here, which is pretty cool.
It's awesome. Coach Beard, baby.
I know, what a legend. And none of us were world beaters, you know?
This is where I talk to the camera and say you won every award there was to win.
that year.
Okay.
But coming into that year, I don't even think people knew who we were.
I knew who you were from the Toyota Tour Cup days. Never forget.
Toyota Tour Cup was so fun.
Where legends are made.
I don't even bother trying to control myself. I just let it all come to me as I'm walking in here.
Perfect.
It's just, I don't know, you never get to experience something like this. Why not just enjoy the crap out of it?
Go enjoy it.
Sign this, kids.
See ya. What's up, baby? How are you?
A lot of walking.
Yeah, I'm a little sore. Definitely a little sore. Very few men can pull off that hairstyle. I think 37 gold medals gets you an exemption.
That's a pretty good dispersion right there.
Middle pin.
Oh, come on.
Pro-am pin.
Come on.
Not impressed. No. I mean, Grant's obviously very comfortable playing golf in front of people and on camera, so I'm not surprised.
What about Phelps?
He's like
More of a swimmer.
He's one of the great. Some would say he is more of a swimmer, but he's obviously a pretty good athlete. So I fancy him to continue improving at golf. Hey guys, Dan here in the home studio. Obviously forgot to shoot an outro on site. We're new at this, but if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe to the Dan on Golf channel right here. You can find me on Instagram at DRAP. We love making these videos. Inside the Ropes, bringing you guys along the journey. We're gonna do way more of them. So yeah, give us a like, give us a subscribe, follow me on socials, and let's keep nerding out on golf.